Oh my god, Tokido's V-Trigger actually loses. -6 on that. Today we're going to be taking a look at this match. Moruto beat Tokido's Luke in the CPT World Warrior tournament today. If you don't know, the CPT World Warrior is not the most high stakes tournament, but it does eventually lead into a Capcom Cup spot. The way it works is there's 5 World Warrior events for each region, Japan being one of the regions, and each of those events gives you points, and those points qualify you for a final qualifier with 8 people, and the winner of that final will qualify for Capcom Cup. So this was the first Japan CPT World Warrior tournament, and Moruto, he's not unknown. He was in Street Fighter League Japan last year on Daigo's team. Actually, Daigo picked him over Goichi actually to be on his team because he thought that Moruto could take some names. So he's definitely a well-known player in Japan, but Dan is not a character that you would think would match up well against Luke. And normally when you see like a lower tier character against a high tier character, it might be like an okay matchup, but from what I can tell, Dan does not do good against Luke at all. Like Dan would not win the fireball game with his like little mini fireball, and I don't think his buttons really do that great against Luke. Like they don't go too far. Like he has a stand heavy kick, but it's not like a crush counter button or anything, and it doesn't go farther than like a bunch of other heavy buttons in the game. So the only way that Dan really wins this matchup, I think, is if he can get Luke to the corner somehow, and I feel like that'd be really hard. So this was a very big upset to me, and shows how good Moruto is. So we're gonna take a look at this match. So Moruto has always been rocking the V-Trigger 2, V-Skill 2. He's never even tried to switch to V-Skill 1, V-Trigger 1, even though that was buffed this season. But V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 2 definitely does seem more optimal, and he already gets Tokido to the corner just by like pressing a bunch of buttons. And this is what I mean when Dan can really just maul you in the corner. Moruto actually realized that the V-Shift break would not hit there, so very good from him. Good awareness, because you try to do that V-Shift break to beat a fireball, but he wasn't in range to do it. Misses his cancel right there. Alright, so Tokido can definitely make a comeback here. He has super. He's gonna get he decides to go for Oki, which makes sense, but he just gets hit with buttons. I think Tokido, the problem is he's standing too close in range to Moruto's heavy kick. Like Tokido, the reason he's standing there is he's trying to get crouch medium kicks. Like see there, you get huge reward from a crouch medium kick, but at that range Dan also gets huge reward from his heavy buttons. So if you want to be safe, you try and stand outside the range and throw some fireballs. I feel like Dan can't really deal with that, but Tokido is set on this crouch medium kick strategy, just going for damage and reward. Not close enough to get the combo after the stand fierce. Gets a combo but doesn't realize it in time for the flash knuckle. But a stand medium kick will do it. Like mid screen, Dan's pressure is not too scary because like the Dan kick doesn't really come into play, since if it whiffs, it's just a hard whiff punish. But light Dan kick is actually very good in the corner, and you really have to plan around it because it'll just give Dan plus frames, and you can't really jump out because you might get hit into a DP. Good awareness from Tokido. EXDP back throw, and it's looking good for Tokido in this first game. Counter hit, punish on the V-shift, one more guess, that'll do it. So the first game actually goes to Tokido. Alright, so Tokido won that game, but it wasn't like very convincing. The way he actually won the last round was he got an EXDP when Moruto had his pressure, and then got a back throw. And like you can see, Moruto actually pushes him to the corner really well. Like it wasn't actually very much damage being dealt. Moruto just keeps doing cancels and then finds a whiff punish. And then he was like a little bit far away from the corner, but just by doing all these cancels, it slowly pushes Tokido backwards and he feels uncomfortable. So he has to like just keep walking backwards. Oh, but he misses it. He's gonna get a side switch here. Yep. Gonna activate the V-Trigger, but actually Moruto finds his medium kick first before Tokido gets his. Misses his cross up. Goes for the sweep activate. and gets a fireball into DP. That position was just really bad for Tokido. Moruto just had like a bunch of cancels, and then eventually he was going to get that sweep activate, so Tokido was going to have to block for a while. It would have been good to try and bait out the super, but that was just a lot of blocking that Tokido had to do right there. No confirm on that crouching medium kick from Tokido. And Tokido backs up a little bit more to that fireball range. Nice whiff punish on the Dan kick. You can see that's why it's not as strong in the mid range, because you can see backdash and punish it. So Tokido is very aware of the strategy in this mid range. Optimal combo when you're a little bit away from the corner with that medium flash knuckle medium DP and the punish on the EX DP. And Tokido is on match point. I think he was close enough for a combo with cross jab, but decides not to go for it. And Moruto has him in the corner. Tokido, aware of the bad position he was in, spends the EXDP. He's one guess away from winning, actually. This is where Moruto needs to survive. He finds a Dan kick. When it hits when they're crouching, you get the stand medium punch combo, and it's looking okay for Moruto again. Before he was in the corner, now he has Tokido in the corner. He's gonna have a V trigger to activate. Plus frame? No, maybe not actually plus frames. Nice combo conversion. He saw that the light Dan kick, I think, counter hit, got the jabs into the EX Dan kicks. Didn't even need the V trigger in the end. Moruto actually, he was on guess for game, and then that light Dan kick when he was in the corner just really saved him. Tokido wasn't expecting it, and he got hit crouching, and that just kind of started the comeback for Moruto. So yeah, both games have been very close so far. I think the way that Moruto like pushes Tokido to the corner is probably the most impressive. Like obviously his offense is impressive, but I feel like that's just kind of Dan as a character. That's his strength. When he gets you to the corner, he's going to be oppressive, but the trick is getting you to the corner. And you can see how, so that's the reason Moruto didn't V-shift break before, because he realized it was whiff, but that one was like so close he couldn't really tell. It would have put him in a great position. He was playing that round like perfectly, up until he misjudged that. He gets it there. Not deterred from the first time. And yeah, all the button cancels. Like I feel like the stand medium kick, crouch medium kick range might actually even be in Dan's favor. Because he gets reward from the stand medium kick, while Tokido's stand medium kick does not. Oh my god, Tokido's V trigger actually loses. -6 on that. The light Dan kick, that's gonna be it. And super optimal too, with the double crouch fierce. I would have done an easier combo, but Moruto, he's a Dan main, he knows his cancels, and I feel like Tokido's gotta be feeling the heat. He's not trying to lose to a Dan player when he's playing Luke. And that's the start. That was such a good crouch jab check from Moruto, the counter hit, and now it's over. It's actually over. Moruto has so much meter, and he has Tokido in the corner with high stun. Next guess kills. Tokido guesses right, but a whiff punish. Moruto knew that Tokido was going to try and get his stun down by activating his V trigger. Right here, Tokido is one hit from stun. After this guess, Tokido is thirsty for anything to stall for time to make his stun go down. So he's going to try to find like a sweep activate or a medium kick activate in order to slow time down, and so he can get his stun back. He goes for it right here, and Moruto expects it, holds back, and then sweeps. That's it. That's just straight footsies. The read on the medium kick and the sweep as a reaction, and Moruto takes it. That last round, he just really capitalized on that first crouch jab into EX hands that he was able to get, and his corner pressure just looks immaculate. There were a couple of times when his V-shift break failed. It was a little bit too far, but like the ideas were there in terms of how to keep Tokido to the corner, how to get him there in the first place. I would say like something Tokido could have tried to do better in this matchup in terms of strategy would be to like stay away from Dan's buttons range, because Tokido wants to do the crouch medium kick and stand medium kick strategy with Luke, because that's like his, you know, default strategy. But I feel like just being in light fireball range might be better in terms of like not taking those risks from Dan. But I think Moruto just played really well. Very impressive player. He actually ends up 5th in the tournament. This is him over here, Moruto. He beats Nyan and loses to Gachi-kun. Let me actually see the rest of his run. To get 7th place in this tournament is very impressive. He beat Shuto, Nemu got DQ'd. He lost to John Takeuchi, and he actually beat Higuchi. I would not think that Dan does too good against Guile either, but here he is. Like, I feel like Dan would be the type to struggle against zoners. But yeah, good placing from Moruto in this tournament. Top 8 in terms of points does make it to the finals, so he's looking good. And yeah, good match overall.